Check out the videos I've been working on. They're pretty fun, right? Today, let me introduce the custom node I use for creating these animated text videos. Recently, I stumbled upon a fascinating post on a forum by the plugin's author, Foreign Gods. He showcased videos created using this plugin, combined with AnimateDiff and ControlNet, where text moves, zooms, and rotates within different backgrounds. Particularly in the fourth video, letters appear one by one, which I found quite impressive and decided to give it a try. Opening the custom node's homepage, it's the author's first Comfy UI plugin and isn't yet supported by Comfy UI Manager for installation. I downloaded the compressed file, placed it in the custom nodes folder, and extracted it. Next, I removed main from the file name, opened the folder, and clicked on the font folder. The author included some fonts, but you can add your favorites as well, supporting formats like TTF, OTF, WAF, and WAF2. This plugin requires one installation step, using pip from python_embed to install the libraries and requirements.txt. Simply run it normally, and you'll see that only the pillow library may need to be installed if you haven't already. Now let's launch Comfy UI and see how to use this plugin. Importing the workflow provided by the author. The principle is simple: generates images of text using font2img, reads the text from the images using the ControlNet depth model, and finally generates continuous video frames using AnimateDiff. Additionally, it uses the Film VFI node for frame interpolation, enhancing video smoothness, though it's not part of this plugin. Those who don't have it can download it separately. It is already included in the Comfy UI package I shared before. Let's try out this workflow's effect. Modifying the checkpoint. Then choosing a new VAE. I changed the ControlNet model to the local depth model and selected a preferred LoRa. I modified the positive and negative prompts and changed the font. I set the background color to black and adjusted the text prompt according to the provided format. I changed the start and end font sizes to 200, leaving other settings unchanged. Changed the video frame to 24 and format to MP4. Then clicked Generate. The frames of the sheep image quickly appeared, with only S at first, followed by subsequent frames where letters gradually appeared until sheep was fully displayed. The generation process took a bit longer afterward, so I sped it up. The result was a font animation effect based on my settings, with decent text changes, although the background seemed lacking. So, I added an IP adapter process to see if referencing a style could improve the result. Adjust the weight to 0.4, starting from 0.01 and ending at 0.8. Click Run. This process takes longer than before, so I'll skip directly to the results. Let's take a look at the effect. It's quite good. I can already see the clouds from the reference image. For those wondering how to achieve the variations seen in the author's demonstration video, let me explain the parameters in detail. Since the plugin is responsible only for text-image frames, I temporarily disabled the animation process to demonstrate these parameters more quickly. This is the font. Simply choose from the font folder we just mentioned. But remember, some fonts may not be for commercial use. This one is for text color. I'll write red. As for the background color, I'll write white. Now the text is red on a white background. Not very pleasing, so I'll switch them back for clarity. Next is the alignment, currently set to center. I'll change it to left top, so the text aligns from the top left corner. Left bottom aligns from the bottom left corner. And center top aligns from the top center. Let's revert to the default alignment. The prompts follow a similar format to those in AnimateDiff prompt travel. Numbers represent frames, followed by corresponding text. This setup helps control when the text appears. In the animation, I used interpolation, making letters appear one by one. With strict, text only appears on the specified frame, others are blank. I'll demonstrate with 20: sheep. As you can see, only sheep appears on the 20th frame. Now, let's look at cumulative, where the specified text appears from the chosen frame until the next text or the end. I placed sheep on the 5th frame and grass on the 25th frame. From the 5th to the 24th frame, it's all sheep. Then from the 25th frame to the end, it's all grass. The font size at the beginning is set to 100, ending at 200, causing the text in the image to grow larger. Reversing the font size would make it shrink from large to small. Let's revert all font sizes to the same. This is the starting position on the x-axis. Writing 100 moves the text to the right. Setting it to -100 at the end moves the text from right to left. The same applies to the y-axis movement. Adjust these parameters based on your specific needs. Let's reset all these parameters back to 0. This option rotates around the center. When set to true, the text automatically rotates around the center of the image. I set the ending rotation angle to 180, causing the text to slowly flip. Now, changing rotate around center to false and setting X to 100 alters the rotation point. Let's experiment with some parameters and observe their effects. Re-enable these nodes. Skip to the results. It's quite interesting. The text rotates in the air based on our settings. I find this plugin quite versatile, capable of creating complex text videos by combining various functions. Although it currently supports only English, the author is actively working on expanding its capabilities, as seen in the extensive to-do list on the homepage, which includes multilingual support. Well, that's all for today's video. I'll leave the plugin's address in the description. See you next time.